Becca. Put a long pole in nub first, the plastic nub end first. The metal end should go in last. That way it can slide the whole way through. The whole way until it gets to the very point there. And then it just leave it hanging out the end until you get the other ones in. So this is the corner that has 2 poles that'll go in, and that's the nub end. Again, it's plastic, so it'll slide really easily. And you just follow the red maroon thing. Does this pole go under or over?
It's easy the way it goes. Under.
It goes under. So you just follow.
It does get hung up here in the center.
Yeah, that's what I remembered. And the key is not to let the pole things separate, because then it gets separated in the cloth and it's harder to push in and out. So then get the 3rd long pole. There should be 4 poles, 3 long, 1 short. The short one's for the fly, you don't need that yet. And then the other pole goes beside the other one, and you just thread it through. So here's what it should look like. You got 2 hanging out there, 1 hanging out there, and then you're ready to make it stand up. So you take one end and just keep pushing it, keep pushing it. It's gonna bend and kind of twist and look wackadoodle. It won't break. That's why. And then there's this weird little plastic nub where you put it in like that.
Keep pushing from this end over here.
Go ahead. So keep pushing the other one. Same deal, and then it starts to take shape, and then you put it in the little metal nub.
2 holes here. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Whatever you can get it into. And do the same with the other one. And it goes on the same strip. And you're done.
Make sure you know where to position the door.
There's 2 doors, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you need the fly, or else you'll have no privacy, because look, our tent is see-through, so that you can see the stars, but then they'll also see you. That's the fly. You need the fly so you can keep the rain out and have privacy. And this is the fly pole. It's the short one. So the fly goes over the tent. Line it up so that the words Kelty are over a door. That's how you know. And then you just go down and you clip the brackets together. They're real loose. And then you'll tighten and tweak it. The other way you know that this is the top is that there's lines on them to make it tighter. That's also makes you know it's the top of the fly. So the fly pole goes right here by the words Kelty. There's a little pocket thingy. You stick it in there.
But you're
going to thread it through the whole way to the other side. There's no like little pocket underneath. It's just these 2 pockets at the end, and then there's a tie underneath that it's kind of optional. Yeah, but this way, if it rains, it creates a little like porch roof, so that the rain doesn't come into the tent.
Come on over here.
Because this tent has 2 doors, so it's both doors will have a little porch roof.
Can you?
Is she going? So now I'm in the tent, and Daddy is tying the fly pole, so it just makes it more secure and doesn't slide around, especially if it gets windy. But you just reach your hands underneath there from the outside and do it. Last step is you stake every corner. There's a little bag of metal stake things, and you put it through the little loop-de-loop. Obviously not in the driveway, but you take that and stick it through the doodad and point it towards the tent. Like the loop should be away from the tent. That's the angle. That way it doesn't blow away. And you can also do that with all the strings that you see. It pulls the fly off the tent. That way if it rains again, the rain will drip off the fly and not onto the tent. This is the beauty, that you go out in the middle of the night and then you trip over everybody's fly strap things like that.